What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? Uh, how y'all doing? I hope y'all having a good day. And for this live stream today, is that my I will be doing just my live reaction just to the Thor trailer. If y'all want me to do that, if y'all want me to do that, because the Thor trailer, I think in my opinion, is good. It's a good trailer and stuff like that. If y'all want me to do a live reaction stuff to it, which I'm about to do in a little while, I will be giving just my opinions, what I like about the trailer, if I like it, if I didn't like it, and stuff like that. Because the thing about me is like, I don't hate everything like the MCU do. I don't hate everything they do, in my opinion. Because thing about some of the shows and movies they do is actually good, in my opinion. It's actually good. Sound like the MCU stuff. I like it's the Black Panther stuff. The Black Panther stuff actually was good in my opinion. I actually did like that. Sound like the Black Panther stuff I like, in my opinion. Is sound like the Black Panther stuff I like. I like the Black Panther movie. They're supposed to have Black Panther show, but it didn't do it, in my opinion. So that, like for me, in my opinion, stuff like that. And so, like, just my other opinion, like I do think that the Black Adam, the Black Adam stuff, I will, I will be on discussing the Black Adam. I will be on discussing the Black Adam box office, what I think it can make or not, in my opinion, how much the movie can make. Because the thing about me and my in my opinion, is like I do think the movie could make a lot of money. This is just in my opinion, it could make a lot of money. The Black Adam movie, and plus I think the Doctor Strange movie could make a lot of money. That, but the thing that I worry about up in the Doctor Strange movie, which I think in my opinion, what I'm worried about is like I am worried about if the cameos is just gonna convolute the story, or it just gonna convolute the story. If we're gonna be convolute the story, or if that sound like the Doctor Strange movie put that so much cameos hype behind it, and, and stuff like that. In my opinion, is that I am worried about, and plus I gotta talk about the Amber Heard case as well. If y'all got questions about me about that, because the thing about for me, what I'm worried about is like in my opinion, I am worried about if the movies or the show or something like that, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good in my opinion. Because the thing I'm worried about is like I am worried about Thor: Love and Thunder. Is the story gonna be good? I'm worried about Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm worried about if the story is gonna be taken seriously, or if the build director is gonna take it the same way. I'll take my opinion. Just how can I say this? It, if they're gonna take the same way, serious or not. Uh, uh, because thing about I'm worried about the movies, shows, and everything else, or something like that. Is like I did think the Morbius movie, in my opinion, was a good movie. And let's talk about um what I thought about the movie Morbius, because the Morbius movie wasn't a bad movie in my opinion. Because thing about me is like shoot. Thing about me is like shoot. I didn't hate the Morbius movie. The Morbius movie was not a bad movie in my opinion. It sounds like some people think it is, some people think it's not. But the thing about me, in my opinion, is like I don't actually think the Morbius movie. I don't think the Morbius movie. What I think, in my opinion, is actually a bad movie. Which I think, in my opinion, is not bad as everybody think it is. And it sounds like, in my opinion, if y'all got a question about the Morbius movie or anything like that, if y'all like it, if y'all excited for something else that's coming out, like in the future, then y'all can tell me in the comments if y'all just excited for it. Because the thing I excited for is like the new part of the franchise we're talking about, when it coming out. And plus, I'm excited for the new Black Panther movie. But the thing is, my question is, will they recast? Will they recast the Black Panther, or will they just give it to the sister, which I don't like, in my opinion? Just give it to the sister, just instead of finish up the story just with T'Challa. I think, in my opinion, which I think, in my opinion, could be good, could be bad. Which I think, in my opinion, if y'all like the T'Challa sister just being a choice for this early, then time for me is like I don't like it, in my opinion. I don't like it, in my opinion, T'Challa sister just being the Black Panther this early, because I'll probably wait a couple of Black Panther movies, a couple of movies, like cameos for me, which I think, in my opinion, could be a good thing. But the thing is, there must be contract stuff they probably got to figure out. But in my opinion, it seems like they is replacing all the male characters with female versions of the male characters, which I don't like, in my opinion. Which I don't like, in my opinion. If y'all can like it or not, but the thing is, in my opinion, it's like if you gotta replace a character, at least make sure the first character story is finished. Because the thing about me, right, the what I don't like about certain stuff that certain companies do, which I think, in my opinion, when they try to replace it, especially in Marvel, is like the other character stories that's not even finished yet, and they just put the other people's stuff on there, and that's what I don't get. Why are you switching the characters already, unless you got a whole separate storyline for me or anything like that? Then, so in my opinion, they just need to finish it. They just need to finish it up. I think, in my opinion, if they got two separate storylines, then and shush, and tell somebody you got a separate storyline for that gender swap character, and just say that, and people won't be so upset. which I think, in my opinion, they won't. Because the thing about, like, in my opinion, what I think it is some people don't want to see female characters at all. I think replace their favorite character in the MCU, which I think, in my opinion, which I think, in my opinion, okay, which I think, in my opinion, if y'all got questions about anything, and but they got Transformers coming out next year, I think, yeah, Transform Beast, and they're supposed to have multiverse thing. But the thing with the Morbius movie, what this topic was about, and it sounded like the Morbius movie, I think, was actually not a bad movie, in my opinion. Because the Morbius movie actually showed it actually showed it could be done. It could be done, and put the show the Morbius Living Legend down. Did the so the CGI was good. I like the CGI. I like the CGI in the movie. The CGI plus the action. If the action movie wasn't bad, in my opinion. Because think about it, when I look at a new character movie, and plus the action is bad too, right along with other stuff, then we got a problem. But then, in my opinion, it's like the action in the movie is just not bad, and that's the thing. The the action in the movies, which I think, in my opinion, which I think, in my opinion, was good, and plus they show inside the movie the heart that that Morbius had compared to his friend. Because then one the friend that wanted to do no good, which I think, in my opinion, was actually a good thing. When you show the difference between a friend and him, but the thing is like I kind of understand the reason why the Morbius villain was a villain. Because the thing about it that just how he grew up and stuff like that, it wasn't actually easy for him. He was actually bullied, and that's not a good way to grow up. But then, in my opinion, it's like what other heroes grow up being bullied, but you don't see them turning into life of crime and killing people when they get powers, which I think, in my opinion, could be good, bad, and everything in between. Which I think, in my opinion, that if they wanted different stuff, um, that if they wanted to make a different choice, then they could have. Because you look at the Morbius movie and stuff like that, is like Morbius had given him a chance to do good, which I think, in my opinion, is um like he wanted the power just for himself. I think, in my opinion, that could be good, it could be a bad thing. But the thing about it, in my opinion, everything else like that, which I think could be a good or a bad thing, but it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. which I think, in my opinion, could be a good or a bad thing, and other stuff like that, is like, I think for me, right, if they wanted, is like, I think for me that time for the movies, shows, and everything else, which I think could be a good thing. And kind of like the thing for me, right? What I think, right, could be a good, bad, and everything in between. And and for the thing about it, shoot, they got a news update about Spider-Man No Way Home just getting delayed. Just for anybody that don't know, they got the Spider Verse movie just being just being delayed to June 2023, which I think, in my opinion, is actually a bad move, in my opinion. Because think about it, why would you delay that movie to next year? Which is dumb. Which I think, in my opinion, and and plus, especially just for Sony, which I think, in my opinion, is actually a bad business decision dealing with them. Be, be, because the thing about it, should they come off a flop, which I think for me could be good or a bad thing. They could be good or a bad thing. But the other stuff, I think, in my opinion, that's actually a bad business decision. So that could be a bad thing, which I think, in my opinion, it actually is, and kind of like the Morbius movie, and people not liking it. But the thing is, I actually like the Morbius movie. The Morbius movie, for me, it's not actually a bad movie as everybody think it is, because the Morbius movie did show heart. The Morbius movie did did show conflict in between the two characters, and put it show adversity when the hero went through, and Morbius actually overcoming his adversity. But the next movie, he could be like doing better with it, I think, in my opinion. But everybody different, stuff like that. Right here, I'm about to show y'all the proof right now. I'm about to show y'all the proof just by the Spider Verse movie just being pushed to next year. Just get a thing about it. Thing about it is like, for me, it's like, I don't want to be shown to be no liar, not like that. And that's what it's right here. It's right here. The Spider Man movie and stuff like that is getting shown, which I think, in my opinion, could be good, could be bad, and it could be everything in between. Which I think, in my opinion, that this is actually like a bad business decision. Which I think, for me, it's actually bad. Which I think, in my opinion, is actually a bad move. it's actually a bad move in my opinion for them to move it. And and kind of like for me, right? For them to have it right here, if y'all can see it much better. Let me see. Let me see. Now 75% might be too little. Yeah, 100% right there. Shoot. That could be a good or a bad thing, but the thing is for them to move it next year, sure they better be working on that next movie. They better be working on part two of that movie. Two be coming out just that same year. Because the thing about for me is like you won't be having me waiting next year about no movie. I was the voice actor in that movie too, and plus for me showing my work, I was mad and stuff like that in my opinion. But everybody different. But everybody's different. But the thing about me, in my opinion, and for my opinion on that, it is a bad business move. I think, in my opinion, to move it to next year. Because the thing about it, unless there's something else going on, do with the movie theaters and anything like that. Shoot, I think this is a bad business move for them to have it pushed to next year. Be, be, because the thing about me, which I do like about, which I do like in my opinion, they can like it or not, in my opinion. The kind of like the one or two things that shoot I do like, which I think in my opinion, right, if they wanted to move it to that year, next year, then they shouldn't have even came out with a trailer. I think, in my opinion, because the thing about me, right, what I don't like is like you gotta show trailers everything for this year, everything like that, which is dumb. Which I think, in my opinion, it is not a good thing. It is not a good thing. What I think, in my opinion, for them to move in the next year, because they on me as a company, shoot, I probably coming out that same year, but I probably do it up in October, November, I think. If you can't do it, if you can't do it during the summertime, at least try to do the fall, or just try to do it just through Christmas time. I think it sounds like the last one did, which I don't like, in my opinion. And that's kind of my opinion. And to put the first movie, in the first movie, in my opinion, was actually good. The first Spider-Verse movie was actually a good movie because it showed, in my opinion, Miles Morales, the Black Spider, the half black, half Puerto Rican Spider-Man, actually going through how can I say this? Going through adversity and stuff, in my opinion. And for them to show him that, and he was still a child, I think like 13, 14, I think. Yeah, I think it was 13 or 14. And for him to go through all that, and for him not to turn evil, everything like that, and for him to not to let, and for him to show that, in my opinion, that they actually break him as a person, which I think, in my opinion, was actually a good thing. And that's kind of like the good thing that I like about this Spider-Man. Because thing is, right, if they make a live action Spider-Man, which I think they should, which I think, in my opinion, should be could be a good thing or a bad thing. It could be a good or a bad thing, but the other stuff that should that I want to see, which I think in my opinion they should, is like in the next Spider-Man movie, if they gotta bring in more Spider-Mans, is like actually show the growth and the skill sets that only he can do in the Spider-Man movie, which I think in my opinion could be good or a bad thing. Everything else like that, which I think in my opinion is actually good. If they can actually show that in the next Spider-Man movie, is just it just adversity and just show the no villains that shoot he got to do, which I think in my opinion could be a good thing or a bad thing. Which I think for me is actually good. Because like the next thing shoot that says I wanted to see in the next Spider-Man movie, that because the next thing that shoot I want to see doing the next Spider-Man movie, which is the next Spider-Verse movie, is like actually showing the other Spider-Man, which I think for me, right, if they can actually show that just for the other Spider-Man, the other Spider heroes go through up in that universe, then that would be actually a good thing. That could actually be a good thing. Do I think, in my opinion, that they can actually show what the other people, what the other Spider Verse people go day to day up in their universe, and that should be good. Which I think could be good or a bad thing, but everybody is different on that part. Which I think for me could be a good, the bad. It could be good or the bad at everything that we do. But everybody, but but everybody, I think it's gonna it just gonna expect this movie to be worse, and this movie might be better. Which I think for me, right, could be a good thing. But the thing about me, which I am learning about, which I'm learning about in this movie, is like everybody expect this movie to be, which I think, in my opinion, if they expect this movie to be the same thing as the last, then that's gonna be a problem. Which I think, in my opinion, that just for certain fans to do. Because the thing about for me is like if you expect the movie to be better, but the thing is if the movie better and let it then you let the movie to be better organically. I think in my opinion this was a different story that which I think for me could actually be a good thing. Which I think for me, right, could be good, bad, and everything in between. Which I think for me it's actually good. Which I think for me, right, sound like some other people that kind of like ranking Spider Man's. If I had to rank the anime Spider Man with it, number one is Toby. Number two, if I rank the anime Spider Man with it, I rank Miles. Number three is Um, number three is Andrew Garfield based on Spider-Man the suit. Spider-Man the suit, cool. I'm good with that. Number four is Tom Holland. Tom Holland, before this movie is 3B. He moved up on the list. He used to be just four, but now he 3B in my opinion. Because then about the first two movies, I think ruined him on my list. I think in my opinion, because then about it, it's like, sure, he wasn't a bad Spider-Man as they say, but it just his stories made him soft. I think in my opinion. It didn't have much stakes as the other Spider-Man has that Sony came out with, and put the other Spider-Mans just had to figure out what to do by themselves, and put the fourth movie, if they actually show like that he can be a real good Spider-Man, I think by himself without help, then shoot. In my opinion, which I think in my opinion could be good, could be good, could be good, or it could be bad. Just the two things that I learned about just dealing with this movie. I think, in my opinion, it could be a downfall. It's like when the studios expect the movies to be like, in my opinion, just as like, because the thing about it for me is like, for me is like, I don't expect movies to be the same. I don't expect the storyline to be the same, in my opinion. But the thing about it, it's like other people do. And that when people expectations go up without looking at trailers, without without, in my opinion, assuming that the story could be bad. I think, in my opinion, and plus for me, I'll never assume that the second movie is gonna be better than the first one. But it's plus, because then on me, it's like I got to look at the movie first for me to see if the second movie is actually better than the first, in my opinion. And that what I learned, because then, like, when you expect movies to be good, when you expect movies to be good, in my opinion, and that's when your feelings get hurt, and that with everything I think, and that with everything what I think, in my opinion, goes wrong, because you can't assume everything that to go right and to go good. What I think, in my opinion, which I think, in my opinion, that everybody expect everything what I think in certain movies. Because think about Spider-Man Far From Home was good, but Spider-Man Home, no, Homecoming was good, but Far From Home was better. But the thing about me is like, both movies didn't show enough stakes, in my opinion, and everybody's different on that. And the thing about, in my opinion, and let's just have the in my opinion, the just my Thor Love and Thunder type of discussion. Because the thing about me is like the Thor Love and Thunder trailer wasn't a bad trailer, but it still showed the Thor and stuff like that just being jokey. which I think, in my opinion, is actually a bad thing or a good thing. But shoot, it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all, my opinion, to tell that. Because the thing about it, like in my opinion, which I think, in my opinion, right, that sounds like the Thor Love and Thunder trailer that I saw, some pictures, cause shoot, cause thing about it, the the toys. I'm just going to discuss the toys and some of my reactions. Because thing about the toys and stuff that I saw, and it's a big spoiler for the movie. Because thing about it, I hate when toys come out earlier before the movies and stuff like that, which I don't like most of the time. But the thing about it, for this movie, I'm actually glad it came out because that's what it actually confirms some stuff for me. And let's just my reaction to the toys is shoot. I like Groot. Groot looked good, but that's teenage Groot. I like Corey. Corey, I think. I like him, the Rock Man. Thor look good. That don't look like Natalie Portman, but close to it. Star Lord, I like him. And plus I like the God Butcher. It look like a God Butcher in my opinion. But everybody different on that in my opinion. Everybody different on that. Which I think, in my opinion, could be bad, or could be a good thing. Which I think, for me, in my opinion, it's something like, for me, in my opinion. Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie is like, we know that Valkyrie in the comic books is actually white, but that swamp her in the MCU area, kind of like that. It's like just I like the toys. The toys look good. In my rating 1 through 5 for all the toys is like the Girl Butcher one. I give that one about a 5, if that's kind of close to the movies. Teenage Group, 4.5 to a 5. Tess Thompson, I give it a 4. Core, I give it a 4. The Lady Thor, I give it a 3.5, but it could have been better. The male Thor, I give it a 4.5. The Thor with the stuff, the head stuff, I give it a 5. And Star Lord, I give it a 4. And that's kind of like my rating for it, for all the toys. Because then, for me, which I kind of don't like, is like, why is it? And kind of like, in my opinion, in my opinion, I actually do like the Chester Thompson as Valkyrie, but the thing is, like, I just worry about the story of half of these characters, because that we know how the MCU this would have pushed an agenda. This dealing with them characters. I think, in my opinion, they want to add stuff to the characters when they're not in the comic books. That which I don't like most of the time. Was was kind of for me, right? Was kind of for me. Was kind of for me that I don't like most of the time. Which was kind of for me. What I don't like dealing with movies. Sometimes it's like they change the wrong stuff. It's It's kind of like, right, dealing with characters, movies, new expectation is that you can't bring everything to the Thor character that's in the comic books to the movies, which I do know you can't, in my opinion, which I do know you can't do it. But the thing about it for me, which I don't like in my opinion, is like is like is like what character is supposed to be dark, which the character in my opinion, um supposed to be dark, and you don't even try, in my opinion, and you don't even try, which I don't like in my opinion. You don't even try to make the movie PG-13 or R, because you look at the Thor Ragnarok story. The Thor Ragnarok story is a rated R movie, or just at least a hard PG-13 movie. That's a serious movie. It's like, in my opinion, most time, which I didn't like in my opinion, of them changing it, which I didn't like in my opinion, and stuff like that, is like, for me, right? In my opinion, stuff like that, it's like the main character that I'm waiting on to make some how could I say, in my opinion, just to make some kind of traditional that character stuff, character aggression progression, is like the Jane Foster character, that the stuff like that, in my opinion, is gonna be messed up. The God Butcher, not sure. Chris Pratt character as Star Lord, I'm not sure that he gonna have his godlike powers, but that's when this movie he gonna need it. And the thing about it, in my opinion, is like, I know the MCU is going a different way on certain stuff, which could be a good or a bad thing. But the things, in my opinion, is like, shoot, I just don't hope that they don't is that is that the way the MCU going just don't progress as the characters. I think, in my opinion, how can I say, the character just be portrayed the right way, or just at least close to it, like in the comic books. Because the thing about Star Lord is not. Star Lord is serious, but it made him comedy for the movie. Thor made him a comedy, but he's serious in the comic books. Jane Foster, that might be her from the comic books. That might be her, but I just didn't see the movie. Valkyrie, Chester Thompson character, she white, but her attitude might be the same way. I'm kind of iffy on that. Group, I'm cool with Group. God Butcher, if he come in the movie, and that's what he done. He done. He done, like, in my opinion. And kind of like, in my opinion, and stuff like that, based on the Thor movie. Shoot, shoot. I think this Thor movie probably can make a whole lot of money off. I think, in my opinion, because the Thor movie could make about, on a good day, if the movie is trash, if it take the MCU formula, it probably can make to 700 to 800 million plus. I think, in my opinion, it could. It can be 700 million plus. I think, in my opinion, but dealing with the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, that can make 850 plus. I think, in my opinion, if the movie is good. If the movie is good, if the cameo as big as everybody said it was, I think, and stuff like that in the movie, then that's what. It's cool. It's cool. It's good. Everything else like that. And kind of like the next thing I want to talk about is the Black Adam movie. And kind of like the Black Adam movie, which I think, in my opinion, the Black Adam movie. If the Black Adam movie is just a halfway decent good movie, that can make $700 million plus throughout the life of the series. I think, in my opinion, 700 million plus. But that's what it could make $1 billion. If the Rock is good in the movie, if the Rock Dick is good without hating, going up from the outside, I think, in my opinion, it's like, I think this movie could make 700 plus $1 million. I think, in my opinion. If this movie, I think, in my opinion, could make a minimum of 600 million plus, that is a big success. The Black Adam movie. But the thing for me is like, shoot, I think this movie can make 700 million plus though, based on the Rock star power. I think, in my opinion, it could. But everybody different on that. Everybody different. Everybody different, in my opinion. Everything else like that, which I think could be a good or bad thing, and stuff like that, which I think could be good, bad, everything in between. But the thing about, for me, for the Black Adam movie to make $700 million plus, which I think, in my opinion, it could. The story, in my opinion, got to be good, and put the pacing can't be too fast, and the pacing can't be too slow, which I think, in my opinion, could be good. And kind of like it, of my opinion, and plus, my opinion, the Black Adam character got to be close to Black Adam that's in comic books. At least about 75% of Black Adam that's in the comic books. But the thing is, like, in my opinion, is like they don't. Yeah, they don't. In my opinion, if the bigger MCU fans just don't hate on the movie, I think, in my opinion, this movie could make $700 million plus without false narratives. Because think about it, we got the Justice League, the Justice Society. I think, in my opinion, that's what Dr. Fate, Hawkman, They got Dr. Fate, Hawkman. They got Atom Smasher. They got. I think the red. I think the red tornado might be in it. I think, in my opinion, I think the red tornado might be in it somehow. The on the red tornado could be in it. And plus they got the lady tornado, I think, or cyclone, I think, and put it introducing new characters. But they, by my opinion, is like which Earth is this Black Adam from? Because this the main Black Adam, I think, on Earth 1 and Earth 2, or this Earth 1 this with just a Wonder Woman and everything else like that with Ben Affleck Batman, then that will mean that they will need this Superman, Henry Cavill Superman, to come back. Because think about it, Shazam is good. Shazam is good. Um, he's a good hero. But the thing about it, like, in my opinion, is like you got to, like, in my opinion, bring in Henry Cavill Superman. Because you see the if you see, and kind of like the thing, in my opinion, right, that kind of like the Superman movie. If they make a Superman movie, it then bring back Fiora, I think, just for the Phantom Zone, she can escape or something like that, and she can blend in. Then that means that Flashpoint can bring back, in my opinion, Zod. If they bring back Zod, and plus up for the second Superman movie, um, they can have Zod challenging a Superman mentally and physically. I think, in my opinion, if they bring back Lex Luthor, then I would bring back Isaac Isaac dang Jesse Eisenberg. I'll bring him back, in my opinion. I would bring him back, in my opinion, as Superman. In my opinion, I would. And kind of like it, and kind of like my other opinions, which I do like and stuff like that. In my opinion, there was Black Adam. There's a Black Adam movie. Could be better than some of the newer MCU stuff that come out lately. And that's kind of like the thing I hate doing sometimes. And if you look at WandaVision, it's supposed to be about, it's supposed to be a Wanda, her powers of her going through the struggles, or her trying to control her power. It been about, my opinion, a whole separate stuff, everything else like that. Bad, good, everything else, in my opinion. Boom. And that's just me, right? In my opinion, and that just me, in my opinion, on stuff like that. And kind of like for me, right? Shoot, in my opinion, kind of like for me, right? In my opinion, shoot, stuff like that. In my opinion, um, that's the end of that topic. I think The Rock, in my opinion, probably could hype the movie up. Just getting, just, just getting there the time the Black Adam movie will come out, and the Black Adam movie just will surprise some people. In my opinion, it will. And kind of like the last thing, I want to talk about, it's like the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation, because the Amber Heard, I think, lied just on a lot of stuff. I think, in my opinion, and she ruined, right, somebody on career based on lies that she told, which I don't like, in my opinion. If you tell the truth, I'm cool with that. If you telling the truth and stuff like that, and somebody said keep it private, keep it private. If you got a problem with somebody, don't expose to everybody else that's on the internet because you got a problem with somebody in your personal life. that was your husband or something, your husband, friend, or anybody that you talk to, you got a problem with them, don't try to expose it online. Just try to solve it yourself, and you can't solve it. Okay, shoot, you just go your way, and for the other person go their way, and nobody expose nobody, and that just my opinion on that, which I think could be good, which I think in my opinion, which could be good in my opinion, stuff like that. But I think that Amber Heard will lose this case, and Amber Heard defense stuff is not good in my opinion. Because anybody, if y'all want me to just do a live stream based on the court case and stuff like that y'all want me to rat to, anything else like that, if y'all want me to do that, along with the Thor trailer reaction on Saturday, I'm cool with that. If you want me to do it, I'm cool. If y'all don't, I'm cool with that too. I can do it on Twitch or do it on YouTube. It's up to y'all. YouTube, Twitch. I will see y'all later. I will see y'all later and see y'all Saturday and see y'all next time.